This is a bit of a reflection video because I just want you to see, well, if you're interested, obviously, I would be, how the fuck it goes. How it's going with the channel and how it's going with the energy changes, etc. Because, you know, I have been like craving to do the channel for a long time, and I finally sort of like stepped into this path. But once I did it, and once I recorded a couple of videos, you remember, on anxiety and like the exercises, and with everything else that was happening in my life, my emotional body collapsed again. And this is why I wasn't as active last week, because I was experiencing the outburst, and you can call it anxiety, you can call it just outburst of the energy that went draining, and practically I left myself with no energy at all, and I couldn't stand, I couldn't, stand up from the bed for about 4 days, a good 4 days. Fucking hell, it does take so long. But within that time, it did feel like a liminal space where you can't do anything and you can't even look at your phone because your head hurts, and it doesn't happen to me for the first time. It happened. I stopped counting actually, but I think by now it happened like 8 or 9 times. But this time I just told myself, you know what, I'm gonna learn this time. Because I can't be doing it every time I'm getting overwhelmed, right? I can't lose my body for 4 days. My body is my vessel, it's important to me, and what do they say, my body is my sacred space, and it should be so. And I guess that's the reason why I'm doing this Knowing Thyself video, because I'm trying to know who I am as well. And yes, it's going to be a lifelong exploration, and in different times I'm going to be feeling different things, but it's interesting. It's like writing your book. It's like every day you write another chapter of your book. And yes, some chapters are flicky and short, and some are heavy, but they all balance each other out. One of the things that happened during this 4-period time of silence, when we went for a walk into that church that I was showing you before, I think on the channel, I showed you the guy who played on the organ in the church, and he played Interstellar. I popped in one day, but same church, yeah. But I'm with my partner, who is not really into all those stuff that I'm currently talking about. So I actually live with the full opposite regarding that particular creation. But I guess that's in order for me to be able to do that, actually, because if he was asking questions about spirituality and the reality and how we live, my mind would go, because I'm streamlining this energy, and it's at home I need rest. I guess that's why it's good. However, this bothered me for such a long time. Like we're dating for what, 4 years, and we live with each other for like 3.5 or 3. And it did bother me for a long time. I thought, oh, he doesn't respect what I'm doing, you know. But actually, I caught myself on this thought the other day. I wasn't respecting what I was doing. Me! I myself disrespected myself. But again, what is disrespect? I don't quite have an ego. Ego is an illusion. So that was the ego talk. At the moment, I don't care. He does, he doesn't, he doesn't. It's his choice, it's his reality. If he doesn't want to ruin this reality with my spiritual stuff, that's totally fine. So I guess I also made peace with myself regarding that. And those kind of things are the shadow work. Because those are the things that we don't necessarily want to look at, whether those are actually the limitations which could be cracked very easily. And we just, you know, how humans dwell in their mind and like they start trusting their mind, whether our mind is actually a hard drive. It is a hard drive. It records everything you experience and everything you see. Everything you see, including all those fucking flick through reels, Instagram, Facebook or whatever. I'm not saying they're all bad, but some of them, but our minds record it. And that's why it's important to, you know, just like look inside your mind and see what it's thinking. What you're thinking, you're living. Your thoughts make your reality. Your intentions make your reality. And if you intend to, you know, give your energy to, if you prefer to give your energy to someone else instead of giving it to you, something is wrong. You need to fill your cup before you can fill the other person's cup. And again, very big secret, everybody is capable to fill their own cup. Everyone. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been here. This is their challenge. And it's great when we're helping somebody. Yeah, it's great when we are caring for somebody and like helping them to resolve the situation. This situation might be your challenge as well. And this situation might be showing you strength in some areas. Just, you will see it if you're aware of yourself and if you're aware of what you're doing. But if you let your mind dwell in the illusion, it will be a very bumpy ride. So bumpy, you might end up in a hospital, you might like, you know. But yeah, it does take a while to get there, so don't expect it to happen one day. It is treated as a journey. And the journey that has ups and downs, and the journey where it's almost like a roller coaster, you know? But you're actually the driver of this wagon. And you're actually controlling the speed of this wagon. And we're gonna all agree that it's better to do that quickly rather than getting it slow and then panicking all the way. Yeah, so there are some things that which you can just skip and then be like, oh, what just happened? Oh, we learned a lot, right? Yeah, okay, so this was tough, hard, but we we did it, you know, we did it, and well done. And now we can look at ourselves and we can look at our cards and see what we don't need for the next chapter, or what we need in the next chapter, or what we need to remember about in the next chapter, etc., etc., etc. So thank you very much for watching my sharing video. I hope I don't collapse for another period of time, because you know, when you collapse, your mental strength drives back to when you were 3 years old, so you become very fragile, your psychic becomes fragile. So I hope you're staying healthy, and I hope that you find strength to look into yourself today. And I hope that you find strength to become your best friend for yourself. I hope you find strength to love yourself for who you are. And I hope you find courage to act upon your best self and to act as your best self on this earth, in this lifetime, in those conditions that are given to you. And I hope you accept those challenges. And if you don't accept them, you're always free to change your reality and to intend something good. Just don't go into low frequency. Always intend good. Do good, and good will come to you. Okay? I love you. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day.